She is the living example of a daddy's princess, Sheikh Mahra bint Mohammed Al-Maktoum, daughter of one of the wealthiest heads of state in the world. Though she belongs to the Sheikh family, where daughters live under strict rules, why does this beautiful Arabian princess not follow any Islamic laws? You'll never spot her wearing a hijab, unlike her other siblings. It's strange to wonder why she alone is allowed to bend the rules, while the rest aren't. What prompts Sheikh Muhammad to grant her special privileges while denying them to his other daughters? Welcome back to Never Ending Celebs, and this video will reveal the secret to enjoying a lavish lifestyle by Princess Sheikh Mahra. The Vice President of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has been married 7 times. With his 7 wives, he is the father of 26 children. That's more than a dozen, Sheikh Muhammad. I mean, what if you're not rich enough to take care of them? You'll become a subject of controversy worldwide. But guess what? The guy can be the father of another 100 children and still not have a financial burden. However, dodging controversies is not his thing. As of 2023, he divorced all his wives except for his first wife, Sheikha bint Maktoum Al-Maktoum. From his first wife, Sheikh Muhammad has his favorite son, Hamdan bin Mohammed, who will one day assume Sheikh's position. Now, if you ask me, living in Dubai is not easy. Under Sheikh Muhammad's reign, the government of Dubai is autocratic, as there are no democratic institutions and internal dissent is totally prohibited. So, you can imagine how challenging this city is for women. Even Sheikh's own daughters, Sheikha Latifa and Sheikha Shamsa, didn't want to live here and attempted to escape abroad. However, Muhammad ordered them to be returned to Dubai. But it didn't stop there. Later, it was discovered that Sheikh abducted both of his daughters in Dubai and held them against their will. Since then, they haven't been seen in public. So, what I'm trying to say is that the ruler of Dubai is an exceptionally strict father. Almost all of his daughters wear the hijab and completely obey their father, except for one princess who is living her life as if there is no tomorrow. I mean, doubts persistently arise as to why she enjoys more freedom than any of her sisters. But we have figured out why. For context, Sheikh Mahra is now 30 years old. She recently got married in 2023 to Mana Al-Maktoum, who was one of the city's most eligible bachelors and a businessman. Sheikh Muhammad spent $100 million on her wedding. But then again, who could blame him? After all, she is his beloved daughter. But before her wedding, her life was nothing short of eventful. She stands out among other women in the United Arab Emirates because she wears bright and colorful clothes and doesn't cover her head with a hijab. She often attends public events, participates in campaigns, and oversees ventures, seeming to enjoy being in the spotlight, unlike many other daughters or even wives of the Sheikh. Newspapers and magazines frequently feature articles about her, given her status as one of the most renowned figures in the fashion industry. You can see her influence on Instagram, where she shares lots of videos and has 312,000 followers, making her a big influencer on the platform. Unlike her sisters, Mahra is allowed to wear fancy designer clothes and go to meetings with her dad without wearing a headscarf. She even won awards for her stylish and one-of-a-kind outfits. So far, we've learned that the Sheikh has a favorite son and daughter, but it was totally over the top when he exerted his influence even over his beloved son, forcing Hamdan into a marriage he didn't want. In contrast, Sheikh Mahra chose to marry freely and without haste at the age of 30, which is considered quite late for ladies. She enjoys the freedom to purchase luxurious items and travel wherever she pleases. Sheikh Mahra gets all these privileges because she's the daughter of a Greek mother, Zoe Gregorakos. About 32 years ago, Sheikh Muhammad married a lovely girl from Greece, making Sheikha Mahra a blend of Emirati and Greek heritage. Therefore, she embodies both Eastern modesty and Western freedom. I think, now, her freedom makes more sense. I mean, it's obvious that a woman from a Western country would likely be more progressive than one from an Arab nation. Zoe Gregorakos and Sheikh Muhammad eventually got divorced, and no one knows exactly when or why it happened. But one thing is for certain, Zoe continues to communicate with her daughter. She surely supports her daughter and helps her live the life every woman is supposed to. But it's quite evident from here that it's not Mahra's father, but rather her mother, because of whom Sheikh allows his daughter to do the unconventional. Today, the bond between the mother and daughter is incredibly strong. True to the saying, like mother, like daughter, they seem almost like sisters. This dynamic duo is frequently spotted enjoying vacations, championing charitable causes, or simply relishing quality time together. Their special connection shines through in their shared photos. Like this one, on a sunny summer day back in June, they dressed in similar outfits. I mean, just look at them. I bet Mahra is the happiest daughter among all of Sheikh's daughters. And oh, let's not forget Mahra's wedding day. The ceremony was held at Saeed Hall, Dubai World Trade Center, and, of course, her mother was there to share her big day. Her Highness posted a series of photos after the grand wedding, dedicating one post to her mother on Instagram. "My everything, Mum," she captioned the post. Well, I guess if you aim to teach your child how to integrate into society and become independent, their education is crucial. And Mahra's education stands as a robust foundation for who she is today. She graduated from Zayed University and Oxford Aviation College before relocating to Athens, Greece, where she pursued further education and training in equestrian sports. Since 2009, Mahra has resided in Dubai and has been closely collaborating with her father to advance the nation. It's common to witness the wives of sheikhs getting involved in the country's development, but usually only after their husband's passing. However, it's exceptionally rare to see a daughter of a sheikh actively participating in the country's affairs while her father is still alive. From her birth, Sheikh Muhammad gave her a lot. First, he allowed her to visit her mother's homeland in Greece, then permitted her to study abroad, but most importantly, he allowed her to communicate with her mother. It seems he also realized he could not completely control her life. As you know, Mahra is half Greek and half Arab. Since an early age, Mahra has demonstrated her dynamic character and competitive spirit. Animals play a significant role in Sheikha Mahra's life. She began participating in animal rescue and care initiatives due to her love for animals. She owns exotic pets as tigers, lions, and cheetahs. However, among all the wild animals, she chose elegance: horses. She loves horses and has participated in several horseback riding competitions. Today, collecting horses has become her biggest passion. She owns 11 horses, with the most expensive horse being $3.6 million. Princess spends up to $4 million in the care of horses in a year. But it's not much for her, because her father's net worth is estimated to be around $18 billion. And what belongs to the father is also the daughter's. As of 2024, Princess Mahra's fortune is estimated at $300 million. Before her marriage, she resided in Sabil Palace, Dubai's residence and administrative headquarters of the ruling royal family. Her father is described as one of the world's most prominent real estate developers, as Mohammed generates most of his income from real estate. He also possesses a vast British property empire, including a 2.5 million estate in Scotland, a mansion in Woodhay, and ownership of more than 100,000 acres of land across Britain, among others. This implies that Mahra can utilize this property to live wherever she desires and travel whenever she wishes, unlike her sisters, Sheikh Shamsa and Sheikha Latifa. If I were in their shoes, I'd be envious of Princess Mahra. I mean, what hasn't she experienced yet? Look here. Celebrating their first festive season together, Sheikha Mahra and her husband jetted off to the magical winter wonderland of Courchevel in the French Alps. Besides her love for traveling, Sheikh Mahra is a real trendsetter in fashion. Her unique style inspires her fans about what to wear next. That's why she stands out from the crowd. Besides wearing just black and white, she always looks incredibly stylish. Whether she's at the Icons exhibition or the Middle East Watches and Jewelry exhibition in Sharjah, she loves to support local brands and designers. Not only this, Young women in Dubai and the UAE see Sheikha Mahra as a role model. Her advocacy for women's rights is highly respected among Dubai's citizens. She consistently speaks out in support of equal treatment, women's rights, and the importance of education and employment opportunities for women. I believe, deep in her heart, she feels empathy for her siblings as well as for the women of Dubai. And knowing the fact that the princess would not listen to her father, Sheikh Muhammad also loves her more compared to the others. I didn't know Sheikh likes dominating children, I guess. Anyway, on a good note, on October 18th, 2023, Her Highness took to Instagram to share an image of an ultrasound scan, revealing that the couple is expecting a baby in 2024. By placing a white heart on the photo, they expressed their love and excitement for the upcoming bundle of joy. So, what do you think? Should Sheikh Muhammad treat all his children the same way as he treated Sheikh Mahra, fairly? Or is Princess Mahra enjoying too many privileges?